Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Having sort of another off day, just headaches, back's kind of bothering me, so I'm not really going to be able to do the video that I was hoping to do today, but I still wanted to make a quick video, and it's been a little while since I've actually focused on the DM's Guild print-on-demand service. So there's a few new things that have come out over the last few weeks that I kind of just wanted to draw people's attention to, because I think there's a lot of really great stuff available on this service. So for those who aren't aware, DM's Guild is part of Drive-Thru RPG. So it's basically a division of that company. This one focuses specifically on Dungeons & Dragons, which is my main area of focus. So this is the site that I typically will go to. So I've shown some of the items that I've gotten in the past, print on demand, like the Rules Cyclopedia, the Creature Catalog, Shady Dragon Inn, Elemental Evil Player's Guide, was it B1, Search of the Unknown. There's a lot of really great stuff that I've picked up from this service, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite go-to places. There were a few issues with some shipping stuff, but it was really only the first two orders that I ever placed. So, you know, I don't want that to really seem to be the way that it looks on the surface, because again, for the most part, I've actually had a lot of really good luck with the items that I've ordered. But again, like I said, there's a few things that I just kind of wanted to draw attention to in particular. So let's just go ahead and start with, let's just click on this one here. I've already got a few selected. But one of the first items here is the Ravenloft hardcover for 3rd edition from Wizards of the Coast. So this is actually not from Wizards of the Coast. Sword and Sorcery, which was a division of White Wolf, they're the ones that actually had the license to work on Ravenloft for 3rd edition using the Open Gaming license. So back at the time, Wizards of the Coast was actually several of their campaign settings they had licensed out to other companies. So this is one of them. So Sword and Sorcery did Ravenloft. They also did the Gamma World for that came out using the 3rd edition D20 system. So they did both of those. They also have a couple of other Ravenloft books available in that series. So they've got like was it Secrets of the Dread Realms, and I think they have a Game Master's Guide and a Player's Guide as well. In fact, why don't we actually go to 3rd edition? So we'll click on that with the in-print items, and they should all be there. Yeah, so they got the Player's Handbook, the campaign setting. I guess that's it. Let's scroll down here and just have a look. So Ravenloft 3.0, Player's Handbook. Oh, they got the Champions of Darkness as well. And the Dread Realms. Yeah, okay, so there's 4 different things. So if you wanted to collect that series, you can certainly do that as well. They also have the Age of Mortals for the Dragonlance for 3rd edition D&D. And I do have a couple of I have the campaign setting and the Heroes, was it the War of the Lance series, so that might be something to consider picking up as well. But so that's that one, but there's a few other things that I also wanted to draw attention to. So we'll just go back, get rid of, whoops. Just a second here. Format, print. All right. So they also have the Magic Item Compendium. So if you were looking to get that, this is for D&D 3.5. This is one of the books that was actually re-released in 2013 along with the Spell Compendium. I have both of these books already, the original versions. So for me, this really isn't worth picking up, but if you're interested in playing 3.5 Dungeons & Dragons, or even if you're into stuff like Pathfinder, which uses the 3.5 rule set, this may be something that would be a consideration. And there are some really cool magic items. The only thing that I didn't like about this book is the way that they organize the items, because it's not the same way that the Dungeon Master's Guide was organized. Now, honestly, the way that they organize the magic items in the Magic Item Compendium is probably the better way to do it. In the Dungeon Master's Guide, you had basically like weapons, potions, armor, rings, wands, staffs, rods, and then everything else was just under miscellaneous, which covers a lot. So the Magic Item Compendium actually broke it down by like body slots. So you had items that go on your arms, items that go on like your shoulders, your feet, head-based items like headbands, stuff like that. So it is a better organization method, but because it's so different from what's in the Dungeon Master's Guide, I find that when I want to roll quick random treasure, I always find myself going back to the DMG. But this is a really cool book as well, and definitely worth picking up. Also, they have the Fiend Folio for First Edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. So anyone that's interested in getting First Edition AD&D stuff, they do have the core rulebooks, all available. So the Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, and the original Monster Manual are available print on demand. And they also they just recently, within the last couple of weeks, released the Fiend Folio. So I'm just going to quickly click on this here, because I just want to show some of the items that they actually have available. So you got the Monster Manual, Player's Handbook, and Dungeon Master's Guide. And what's actually kind of cool about this is, this probably only like real hardcore nerds will know this when it comes to D&D, but I consider myself to be one of them. The order that they have the first 3 books listed here are the order in which these books actually came out. So each year a new book was released for Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, and it started with the Monster Manual, then the Player's Handbook was released the year after that, and then finally the Dungeon Master's Guide was released the year after the Player's Handbook. So just a little bit of trivia there. They also have Against the Slave Lords, which is a really cool compilation, and something I actually plan on running at Giant Robot starting this summer. So I actually have a sign-up sheet there. I think I already have 4 names, which is pretty cool. And I know of a 5th person who's expressed interest as well, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so this is a really cool one. It has all 4 of the the A series adventures, so A1, 2, 3, and 4, but they also have a chapter that's just an introductory to that, so it's like to set up what happens in the A series, which is brand new and only found in this book, which is pretty cool. There's also Ravenloft, which is pretty cool. I do have the original version of that. Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, something that I actually want to pick up. There's Fiend Folio, Dragonlance Adventures, The Mines of Bloodstone, White Plume Mountain. Castle Greyhawk is another really awesome adventure that I would really like to get. So I think it's one of those ones that's definitely on my radar. Tomb of Horrors, City System. I actually have the real box set of this, which is cool. Ghost Tower of Inverness, Ravenloft 2, which is another adventure that's on my list. The Dungeons of Dread compilation. So there's just a lot of really, really cool stuff here. Mordecai's Fantastic Adventure. This is another item that I actually want to get in the very near future, because I actually want to compare it to the Dungeon Magazine Revisit. So that's something that's definitely on my radar as well. So again, just some really cool stuff that's available there. I'm not going to show all the print items for all the editions, but for anyone interested in AD&D, you certainly can have a look there. The next book that I want to draw people's attention to is Menzo Berenzin, The City of Intrigue. So this came out for 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons, but there's actually no real rules material in this book. It's all flavor text. There might be a couple of charts and stuff that you can consult for things, but I don't believe that there's any player options at all. Yeah, so it even says here it was published as an edition neutral supplement. So, like I said, this is all just information. So if you wanted to get some more information about Menzo Berenzin, or if you wanted to run a campaign based in that city, then this is the book to get, because it is absolutely awesome. It covers information from all kinds of different eras, including the founding of Menzo Berenzin to its golden years, to the decline when House Benair started to sort of lose its strength, the silence of Lolth. There's a lot of really cool information in here, and again, it's all edition neutral, so it's not tied to 4th edition, even though it has the style of like cover and stuff like that. Really, really awesome book. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I would absolutely love to see some people pick this up because it is really, really cool. It is a fantastic book, and again, it's not actually specific to 4th edition. Alright, the last couple that I want to show off here. This one just showed up on the site today because I usually check the site every single day. And I'm hoping that they'll have the first, because this looks like the second one. But this is the Poor Wizard's Almanac 2. And I don't really know much about this, but this is something that I definitely want to pick up in the next little, maybe the next month or two. It just says this new almanac provides a massive collection of world events for the game year AC 1011. It picks up where the previous almanac ended, wrapping up major plots that started in the year AC 1010. And starting with new ones. Battles, skirmishes, and a host of historical events take place in a world in perpetual development, enough to fill an entire game year. So I'm wondering if this is a follow-up to, because there's a Joshua's Almanac, and does it say what year? Oh no, this is year AC 1030, so this, or 1013. So anyway, but that's still something that I think is really cool, and it's for the like the Rule Cyclopedia style Dungeons and Dragons. It even has the same logo, which is cool. So this is something that I'm personally interested in, just because I want to collect a bunch of of that basic Rule Cyclopedia products, because I think that they're really, really cool. Last thing that I want to show is something that I will definitely be picking up next month. I have other items in my cart, but I'm going to push them out because one of the things that I wanted to do, once I got In Search of the Unknown, which is Adventure B1, I also had Keep on the Borderlands, which was Module B2. And I kind of want to get the complete series of the B Adventures. I think there's 12, if memory serves me correctly. But what they have here, it just came again on the site today, is B1 through 9, In Search of Adventure. So this is essentially a compilation of the first 9 modules in the B series. And it is something that, I guess it tries to work it into an actual cohesive campaign. So it sort of continues on through, I think it's one overall story that you can follow. I'm not 100% on that, but that's, if I remember correctly, it doesn't really give a whole lot. It just says this product provides complete campaign adventures, so I guess there you go. That will take beginning characters from 1st all the way to 3rd level and possibly beyond, drawn from the first 9 modules of the B series adventures. So this is something I definitely want to pick up. I still want to get the B modules individually, but I think that this is just such a cool product. It's something that I definitely want to pick up. So I will be ordering this at the beginning of June, and we'll hopefully have it by the end of that month or early July. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Now also, the D&D May sale is still going on for another 2 days. So some of their items are reduced in price. So if you're interested in picking some of these things up, most of what looks to be reduced is actually the PDF prices of things. So let's just go ahead and look at the 1st edition AD&D Player's Handbook. So yeah, I mean, it's the PDFs have been marked down, but if you just want to pick up some PDFs, they are a little bit cheaper right now for a fair number of them. So it may be something worth considering if you're interested. Again, I'm looking just for print-on-demand stuff. But I still want to throw this out there because, again, there's just a lot of really, really cool stuff that they have on this site. And I absolutely love DM's Guild, Drive-Thru-RPG. Even with some of the issues that I had early on, this is still one of my favorite sites and one that I literally visit every day just to see what new things have been added. So just a few things there you may want to consider. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go take another extra strength Tylenol, and hopefully this headache will go away. And I will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow's video will be comparing the Demon Lords from Out of the Abyss to the versions that were printed in Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. So I just want to let you guys know that that's what's coming up tomorrow. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Take care.